My name is Eric Jenkins. I work for MedArrive here in Houston, Texas. So a typical day as in an EMS provider, as a paramedic or a basic or intermediate, is you respond to a call. You do an assessment on the patient. If it's appropriate, you transport them to the emergency room. And at that time, you would be done with the call. And once you hand them over to the nurses, you're running all the time. You're a 24-hour shift. You can actually run for 24 straight hours and have to stay awake for that time and live on coffee and donuts. MedArrive field providers, we're at 8-hour shifts, which is really nice because you get up in the morning and you go do your job and you're home by 5. We're not a you call, we haul service. And it allows you to really manage that patient in the home instead of just throwing them on the ambulance and taking them to the ER and expecting someone else to fix it. So normally on a typical day, we try to see between 4 and 5 patients a day. The interaction you have with the patient is completely different than what it is on an ambulance. And you spend more quality time with them to walk them through the processes of medicine that help them stay out of the emergency room. Hello, Miss Julia. How are you today?
I was in and out the hospital, and then Molina contacted me and told me that they had this new program called MedArrive, where we'll have the EMS will come to your house and they'll do your blood pressure, your pulse, your temperature.
MedArrive empowers EMS providers that work in the field by understanding their true value, their skills, and their scope of practice. We look to our paramedics to help us understand what the patients actually need. They're able to connect to a nurse practitioner, PA, or physician almost instantaneously. Additionally, we have care managers that are primarily licensed clinical social workers that are able to help address concerns that may not be clinical in nature. MedArrive works with a number of different types of field providers. In some geographies, we employ these field providers, and others we work with specialized EMS staffing companies. And in even other communities, we work with field providers that work for the local EMS system. And we've really developed technology and workflows that allow our providers to provide very valuable care, but on their terms, by having flexibility in scheduling, by only working daytime hours, by being home at night with their loved ones. We truly believe that this will disrupt a system for the better.
What I like about them is that they don't rush. So I like that they just don't spend that time just on, the medical. It's also the physical and the spiritual as well.
One of the best jobs I've ever had in the EMS world. You're getting paid for your experience and your time that you've spent building over the years. The benefit is they're using that for the patient's outcomes. So if you're an EMS professional looking for a different career, looking for, you're tired of the all-nighters and the 24-hour shifts and wondering what your schedule is going to be, MedArrive is, I think, one of the primo places to work.